Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have a mini game console in here, and this is a Miyoo Mini video game console. This is a really famous one. People keep purchasing these ones on AliExpress, on Amazon. I'll leave the link on video description. And today's I'm gonna go cover up every bit, show you every port, everything that they come in the box, and the cons and the pros on this product. And then you can decide if you want to purchase yours or not. All right. Again, from the box, when you purchase it, they do ship you with a 32 gig unknown brand micro SD with the games loaded in it, and with an adapter they give it to you. So it comes with this one and with a manual. This manual, it's in Chinese, I believe, or Japanese, or I don't know. I think it's Chinese. And on the other side, it is in English. So it explains the key and wherever you need to click. So simple instructions for the settings for brightness and language. How to change your language. Or firmware upgrade, shutdown, and stuff like that. All right. So this is handy if you want to change the menu. If yours got shipped down with a Chinese configuration, you can change it using this manual. I like the case that gets shipped in. It's really nice, tough case, hard cover. I think it's plastic or cardboard with a fabric. Really nice soft fabric on both sides. It looks like a Nintendo Switch box. Very, very good detail. Really nice. I really love these cases. And it's not heavy at all. Alright. And they do give you a charging for USB-C. Very, very short one. I don't expect them to send a long one, otherwise it will be as jamming in there and not good. All right. One thing I really highly recommend you guys when you purchase this one, when you purchase it and get with the same supplier, order extra buttons and extra membrane for your clicks, and because you are gonna need it after a few months. And here I got mine. I got shipped in, and I asked for membranes, and they did ship me with some few extra buttons. Let's say after you use these buttons, they don't get shiny, they get dulled out, and it doesn't feel really slippery because you want to slip between them, your fingers, so you can replace them. And the membrane that they use in there, I made a video how to replace it, are these ones that they make it that the buttons push back out, so it just makes it kind of springy. And they do get damaged very, very easy. They are not the best quality as any other console controllers. So they're really cheap, about what I'll say $3-4. So you can get a whole bunch of them. It requires only 2 of them, one for this one and one for the arrow buttons, just like that. So I got 2 pairs because you do get to replace them if you play really every day, a few hours you play on this one, you're gonna need membrane. So pre-order yours when you get this one. All right. Second thing I don't like about this is this back buttons that they have. They are good to have because you do want to use these back extra buttons down there. But let's say if I'm playing with this, my thumbs in here, up, down, and if I press on this ones, it's kind of counter pushing back towards me, so it's not. So I have to push down. If I don't want to press any key in here, I have to hold it from here on the sides in order to be able to push these ones down. So it's kind of uncomfortable. So I don't know, because maybe I have to put my fingers right on the corner here, and then use these other fingers, which is really uncomfortable, at the back to be able to press other keys. So pretty much I'm just kind of doing some spider web here, trying to hold it and use the back piece in here with these 2 fingers. My middle fingers are using for the back key. Because if I try to use my index fingers, then I have to use my thumb to push on the cover, then I won't be able to push the trigger. So it's kind of annoying to play a game that requires you push the back buttons, unless you play a game that doesn't require this one. On the back, pretty much you have the right and left triggers, left 2 and R2, which is right triggers. So they're customizable depending on your game. And on the top, you have a power indicator, power switch, On the left side, you have the volume rocker right here, just a volume spindle right in here. On the bottom, you have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, your micro SD, and your USB-C charge port. On the right side, there is nothing in here to bother you. On the top, that's it. And if you want to hold your thumb, make sure you don't hold the power button. So stay away from that one. On the front, you got your arrow keys, your main option buttons, select and start, and then standard AX, A, and B or Y. All right. Also, remember, as I explained, that they do get shipped with a 32 gig unknown brand class. I don't know what class is this, class 10 U1. I highly recommend you to make a copy of this one. I made a copy and I put it right in here. Make a copy and keep a copy, because if this macro SD breaks down, you're gonna lose all your games and everything. So I have 128 gig SanDisk Extreme U3 in here. So I put a copy in here. This one lasts longer. So I'd rather have that card in there so I don't lose my progress, any game that I save. So it's good that they give you free macro SD with the games, but it's still back up the games and keep a copy on your computer. So those are the things that I will do. To power it on, you want to hold on the power switch, and it is going to load up it is a Linux-based operating system, so it is pretty fast. It's not slow at all. The screen is really shiny. I don't mind it because sometimes it reflects the light, so that's annoying. All right, they have the options and the same normal settings. On the settings, you can go change the brightness 2, 3, 4 up to 10. The battery does last depending on the brightness of the game. So if you put the brightness all the way up, it's gonna last you 2 or 3 hours. But I'll put the brightness a little bit down, as much as it doesn't hurt my eye and it's not stressing me out. So I can pull out probably 4 to 5 hours again, depending the game that you play. The color, the volume. Again, the volume, if it's really high, it's gonna consume more battery. So those things that you want to keep in mind. All right, so let's bring it down. Overall, it is really good console. I like it. And the only drawback of this one is, for my perspective, the screen size. It is really, if I put it in my hand, you can see it's not even my palm size. It's just like a half of my palm size. All right. So it is gonna make your eyes really hurt. You're gonna have a red eye 100% after half an hour of playing games in here, because it does stress out a lot on your eye. They have a whole bunch of games. There's a lot of games in here. There's like 800 games on a Game Boy Advance. On a Game Boy, they give you about, it is loading still, 1,354 games on a Game Boy. This is just whatever they give you. And every other game, there's a whole bunch of 700 on this one. So they have a very good collection of games in here. That's another plus. But again, try not to play for long hours, because otherwise it's going to have a big stress on your eyes and you're going to have a dry eye. So get some lubricant for your eye drops. All right, and that covers up this video. And I hope I have explained and showed you the console in and out. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in a video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. If you want to support the channel, you can do that by clicking the like and subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.